In interesting expense news.
Oh, interesting.
Submitted by Team Nike.
Ooh, yeah, Nike, New Balance, Adidas.
Yeah, I don't know why it always has to be a team. It's like so like separated and so.
Cause you gotta rep your hood. That's why.
Yeah.
Can't be fucking around.
Dope too. I like that shit.
You mean like Nike for food teams? I mean shoe teams?
Food teams. Food team.
Cause she was giving me that mom eye.
I gave her the mom.
Cause I threw something in my mouth and now I was thinking of food.
It's like I was like, Joe, you're eating.
Oh my god. All right.
Funny.
Under Armour executives allegedly visited strip clubs with coworkers and athletes on the company's dime.
Hell yeah, they should. What's the problem?
Wait.
I feel like if that's
Why
gonna
is this
get
news?
Because the Wall Street Journal reported it.
That's a tax write-off. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
No, I mean like why is it alarming? Maybe I chose the wrong words.
It's been happening forever.
Yeah, because
Since strip clubs came to existence.
There's only
No,
businessmen.
they probably were the reason why strip clubs even started, because they would hire all these hot girls and guys or whatever, and then they'd get them in a hotel suite.
Yeah, in Japan, they would just have a lady play this really weird sounding guitar. And they do a little fucking jokey play. Peekaboo! And then they will fuck him after.
Yep.
It's so quick.
yeah, so this is kind of like Under Armour's like Me Too movement or moment here.
How?
So like they're saying that these practices so women at that company would find it very demeaning.
They could come too.
No, well, I mean my personal opinion, I'm like, yeah, who cares? They're at strip clubs. But the part that is kind of messed up is the one that, so they'll invite female staffers based on how attractive they are to certain events.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's the part where.
Wait, how did they know that? Because it could be really sensitive people just saying like, well, I wasn't invited, and they could be assuming these things, unless it said like,
Hot bitches only.
yeah.
But they called it stalking the pond. Like it's event managers would call that stalking the pond. So like only putting female. So these would be young, like lower level, like in the company, female staffers that would be invited to these certain events where it's like.
But everyone does that. Not to say it's right or wrong, but I get it.
And that just makes me want to buy Under Armour more.
Like, I feel like if I had my own company and I knew that I was like trying to swoon a client and he really liked like Latino women, then I wouldn't go and bring all my Korean girlfriends that worked with me. Like I would bring, I would just like, I feel like it's not okay. It's not okay, but then it's business.
Because it's in that setting where you're like networking and whatever, and you want to impress them by having the best looking
Or
people
sign a client.
Right, that makes sense. I was looking at it in a way of like, that sucks, man. They're having a party and they don't include the fat girls. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Because for me, I'm like, I don't care what you look like. We're all going to the strip clubs, and I'm buying all of you lap dances because it's gonna be fun.
No, I think that is what was happening. Your first one is what's happening. They're not inviting the unattractive girls, not to say that the fat girls are unattractive, but they were just saying like, we're only picking the people we find attractive. That's all. Those are the only ones that can party.
That's dumb. You should be inviting the people who aren't attractive because they can't get that attention anymore.
There's some hot proportional fat girls though.
But why can't those women just go to the strip club in their own group on the company's dime as well?
True.
Instead of joining their party because they sound like losers anyway.
Yeah, like what's the real problemo?
Are the ones that are doing it, and there's no women like executives.
Oh.
What's the problemo that's being reported?
Well, that they used to do that. I guess a lot of people will just find this appalling.
That what?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind
To
of.
go to strip clubs, and that they would select certain females to come only based on their attractiveness.
That is kind of rude. I mean, it's rude. Like, let's say, like, I was considered one of those girls, right? And then I get invited to that. I'd be like, whoa, this is fucking weird. Like,
But what's the difference
why am I like a piece of meat right now?
What's the difference then between like, let's say, there's a JK skydiving trip, right? And then you guys don't invite me and David because you guys know we're scared of heights.
But that's different because we're doing you guys a favor because you
it's
guys
not
are gonna feel
demeaning.
uncomfortable.
You're not valued by your looks in this situation. It's like, as a crew, we value each other by each other's work ethic and skill, right? And if we want to party together, we don't go based off of like, you're not that hot.
Yeah.
So now it feels like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I contribute to this company. I'm one of the best team members, and it's like, I'm not included because I'm not cool, or like I don't look good, or I'm not sexualized.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So that's where it's kind of like, that sucks. because they want a lap
And
dance
it's even
too.
more fucked up that it is on the company dime. So let's say it wasn't on the company dime and
it's
it
a
was a
personal
private
issue,
thing.
yeah.
Then that guy's just a fucking prick.
Yeah.
I would never kick it with him off work hours anyway. But because it's happening on work hours, that is fucked up. And just on the receiving end too, where if the person is only getting invited because of how they look, that's fucked up. Like, not everyone wants to be treated just based off how they look.
Is this for the company when they're dealing with clients, or is this company when they're dealing with themselves?
See, I don't know.
I get why they do
I get
it.
both sides.
Like, I get why they do it, right? Because they're trying to get the business, they're trying to make their client happy, but at the expense of people, which is fucked up.
Yeah, I see that.
That's what's fucked
All
up.
I saw was client bring them to strip club. That's all I saw.
That's what I heard initially too, and I'm like, what's the problem? Like, if that's what they prefer, then let's go have a good time at a strip club, at a bar, at a movie, at a fucking whatever. But now to do it that way, that is fucked up.
Because the company my mom worked for, I don't know if they have these practices anymore, but it's like a Fortune 500 company. Like, for even on their sales requirement, if you're not attractive and not bilingual, they won't even hire you on their sales team.
Okay. I'm about to delve right in. So I worked for a really high-end watch brand. And this was like maybe a couple years ago in LA.
With Golex?
No, it's not Golex. It's a competitor.
It's even higher than that.
Oh, what about Bublo?
No, it's not.
It's probably a traffic tralip.
Oh, sick! That was actually good. No, it wasn't. We're shutting it down. But essentially what happened, there was this guy who would spend millions of dollars with us every single year. Like, this guy was loaded.
Damn, what's his name? I need to be his
Rich,
friend.
right? Older, Middle Eastern guy. He's literally older than my dad. And he would do this thing. He would come all the time. He would ask me to make his Nespresso because he says, I'm the only one that makes it taste good.
Wow.
And he would literally, okay, so it's a table like this. It's a VIP table, right?
It was like from an instant coffee maker or some shit. It's not even like,
Yes, I literally pressed the button.
she's my barista.
Yes.
She's my barista. She makes it so different. And you fucking go into the Keurig and you just.
So pissed. Like, if he says I'm like, fuck you, I don't work for you, motherfucker.
But you do though at these service places?
Do you get commission?
I'm their bitch,
I would not be
yes.
pissed. I would be like, he tips so good.
You know what's even crazier? So essentially, every time he comes in, he has like he wears 2 watches. He's one of those guys who wears 2
I've
watches.
seen guys like that.
He genuinely loves watches.
I wish I could wear 2 watches.
So then we have security guards at our location because watches, right? But then he's like, he has to be escorted to valet from the store because he was just shown so then people might be snooping. He always requests that I walk him down to valet as security. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
You're a ninja, you have ninja skills.
Exactly. But he would literally take pictures under the table of my legs, and like I knew this was happening.
He wants to make sure you didn't steal his money.
No, he wouldn't even turn off the little cha-ching noise. So it'd be like, it gets worse. It gets worse.
While you're working, it's like.
Yes.
Well, at least he's upfront about it. He wanted to let
That's
you
not
know.
up front if he's.
Yeah.
No, but he kept the noise on so you know.
And then he'll do that like.
But he's making sure you're not stealing any of his money.
Consent.
He'll be like, oh, like oops. But then it got bad because he likes to do this thing. He brings vintage watches. They're all super fancy, and then like he likes to take pictures of them with like the Nespresso. He's like really basic, right? And then he'll email them to the store email. One of those emails had just leg shots of me on different days. So he accidentally emailed it. And then I told my manager about it because I was like, this is on the store email. Do you see that I'm getting sexually harassed?
But he spends millions of dollars a year.
Yeah.
Literally, the regional manager flew from up north to come and have lunch with me to just kind of like talk me out of like a lawsuit and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had a really shitty life.
You fucking sue the shit out of them? I would've.
No, I couldn't. It's a long story. I'll explain it after. You guys, it's crazy.
They probably paid you a lot of money.
No, it's gonna be mind blowing afterwards. Yeah, it's wild. But like, hi. Wow.
But that's the thing though, right? Like a lot of people who are fucking balling, they can get away from this. They could get away.
They're above the law.
Yeah, they are.
Like this is not right in general like ethics. Like it happens. We all know it happens. But we don't like that it happens, but it does. Like things like this, right? That's why it's kind of normalized because we kind of expect companies to go out and sexualize women and fucking go in strip clubs and whatever because money. That's the reason why. It's like, we want this client. This client's a fucking perv. Let's take him to the strip club. Let's have fun. But no ugly girls. Or like, this guy loves blondes. Let's bring all the blondes. Let's bring all the Korean girls or whatever. That's what's happening here. and that's when you try to mix business with like regular people ethics. It doesn't really.
It's hard, yeah.
It's hard.
It's crazy because I actually talked to an attorney about it, and I was like, how can like such a big company think that this is okay? Like, do they not have an HR team? And they're explaining that a lot of companies, they'll literally go out of their way to break laws because, like, let's say false advertising, right? They like distribute a bunch of posters and it says like the best watches in the world, but that's not accurate. But they'll get the fine, they'll pay the fine, but people will still remember that. So it like they're losing money, but they're like gaining something else. So they're saying whatever I would have sued them for is nothing.
Yeah.
There's lifetime.
Because they all know that attention, any attention, is that product is in their head, and that's so sick. Like people don't understand this, but that's how Trump wins. That's how a lot of people get riled up and they are obsessed with the Kardashians and shit like that, because this is like next level marketing shit, but like anything that makes you feel something, whether it's positive or negative, but usually negative sticks with you more than positive, because then it triggers that danger thing or that warning thing in your head. So if something pisses you off, you talk about it all day, you can't stop thinking about it, all you're doing is going around talking about politics and how you're outraged. They don't understand that they're actually being brainwashed when they think they're so fucking woke. Bam, mind blown. Yup. Isn't that crazy? And then you're spreading the word, everyone else is getting pissed off about it too, and then they can't stop talking about it, and that's how it keeps staying in the media.
That's so true, because I always follow up on like people I hate social media more than the people that I like, you know, are okay with.
Yeah, because you're obsessed.
Like friends, but like if I hate a bitch, I'm like, what are you doing today? You know, where are you eating brunch?
That's a fucking catty girl thing though, because the people I hate, and they don't even know that.
I blocked them, I unfollowed them, they're gone, they're off my radar.
That's the crazy thing. Like people I don't like,
I don't got time for shit.
They don't even know me, but I block them just in case they trying to look at me. Like I'm just like that's how much I
don't even come on my site.
Don't even fucking look at.
Don't
my
even
shit,
exist.
Bro.
Yeah.
And they could even very well might even like me as a person, but because I don't fuck with them, I block them.
Like even people that run in your circle, like for like haters on the internet, I just block them. But like people that like maybe your friends with, but then you guys had like a weird shit, you still block them?
I don't think I have that.
No, I can't have weird shit with people that I know in person or that's too close to me. I gotta have like clear air, because it makes my life so stressful.
And plus, please, if I dislike somebody, they're gonna know. They're gonna
If I like someone, then in real life, I'm just gonna fight them.
I want a very stress-free life. Yeah, and I don't want to fucking think about how like where I stand with the person or any of that shit. And
it's better that way. I don't want them to think that we're friends, because I don't want them to have like weird expectations of me. It's like, well, how come you didn't come to my wedding? Because I fucking hate you. I told you to your face, you fucking loser. What do you mean?
I don't like you.
Yeah.